my first video on Shiba Inu. So before I start, please do support me by subscribing and hitting the like button. We can now start. So looking at Shiba Inu, it started off as a meme coin a year and a half back roughly. So people were excited about it to get the same success as Dogecoin. But lately we see that there is a lot of consolidation that is happening in the market with Shiba Inu from the past few months, even after the launch of the successful platform which is Shiba Swap. So at the time of recording the video, I see that the price currently now is at 7374 Satoshi units or whatever you call it as. It's up by 3.96, and I was really happy to see that big spike or probably a good amount of increase in price yesterday. So looking at the 7-day chart, we see that from the past 1 week we have been strongly consolidating. There have been lows, there have been little highs, but this is all with the consolidation phase, guys. As far as we check out the technical analysis, it's all up to the consolidation. But yes, there was a bit of a increase, but not so much as we would expect. Now investors or people who are getting into Shiba are expecting it to skyrocket in a day or two, in a month. Now that's something that is absolutely not possible. Now looking at the market cap and the volume that is traded daily, I see that there is a very good increase in the volume. But yes, this 62% does constitute both the selling and the buying part. So it's good to see that it is going on an upward trend in terms of more buyers when compared to the number of sellers. But yes, good to see the volume increase by 62%. Now coming back as to why I feel Shiba Inu is a very good coin, and why investment at this time is the right point to get into it. Now the first point is regarding an article which I was going through. This was from a financial uh, article. It says that it would skyrocket or advance by around 40% of its crucial support level. Looking into it, it says that Shiba Inu price underwent a massive downstring but found support at 0.123450625 dollars, and there will be a resurgence of buying pressure at this barrier, and it's likely to trigger a 40% upswing. So now if this kicks in, the buying pressure definitely kicks in, you can surely expect a sudden increase of price by 40%, and that's a good thing, right? So, and moreover, yes, we do have some of the catalysts coming in. So Webull has already started their listing is from yesterday, and people are able to purchase it at a minimum of $1. And after which we are also patiently waiting for the Coinbase listing to happen, which would definitely eventually come down to place probably a few weeks down the lane. Now that Webull has listed, it's all about competition, guys. So Coinbase is not far ahead. So, and one more thing that I positively feel about Coinbase is that since we have that listed for the investor platform, that is your Coinbase investment part, so we have a lot of big fishes or whales as we call them available for investment at a very huge amount. But I believe that they are waiting for something to happen with SHIB ecosystem, which we will discuss in a few minutes. And that's where we see that there is a high possibility of very big investor firms or investment companies entering into Shiba ecosystem. So now coming back to the number of holders, it has definitely increased by around 0.019% in the last 24 hours or so, and that's a good thing too, to see that there is a steady increase, not at a very high percentage, because yes, a lot of people are a little skeptical about the coin. There were people who had invested earlier, and I know a few of them who actually withdrew seeing this consolidation phase. They were only expecting a high amount of profit in a very short period of time. Please do not do that in such an environment which has a humongous supply, one, and second, when the projects definitely take time and it is community driven. If it's a company like Amazon, Google, or Apple, it's a entire firm with specialized people working on specific set. It has a structure in place, it has organizational expertise in place, it is a registered firm, it has certain what you can say foundations which it's already built on. So it's all about improvement or improvisation that they will have to focus right now. So just imagine Apple, when it initially started, was not part of the public sale, or was did not have any shares to offer to any of the public people, right? But when it comes to Shiba Inu or cryptocurrencies in general, it is mostly community driven. It is not backed by any financial institution as such, or it is not backed by any big lending companies to be starting with. So it's all community driven, and Shiba Inu has a very big community and a trusted community, guys. So that's where it actually shines. And coming down, I did observe an important thing over here in terms of the burn wallet. So I was just checking this yesterday, and I found that the burn wallet is not moving too much right now. So even though we see that there were a few listings with $25,000 burn each, with SHIB and leash happening as and when any new token is listed on the Shiba Swap platform, but the burn is not to an extent which we would expect, and at this rate it would definitely take a long time for the number of tokens to reduce. But one good thing that is happening is in terms of the NFTs that would be launching very soon. So Satoshi has been a little silent lately, and it's a good thing. Trust me, it being silent sometimes, not coming out to the media very often, keep giving minor intermediate updates. I think it's more to do with focusing on what you have and the project that you need to complete, and come down with a bang stating that yes, we have done this and this is what is our final output, rather than just giving out meme tweets, or just engaging the community every once in a while just to keep it on a happening note. No, I'm not into that kind of a publicity stunt. I would better prefer that people from the Shiba Swap team come back with us with an update which is a solid one and has proper details attached to it. And one more thing which I think why Shiba ecosystem would definitely succeed is that uh, going through this article of phase 2 from Satoshi a few weeks back, so we can see that he is planning on having a token which, or a coin, which is called Shi. Now Shi will be pegged at $0.01 or 1 cent. What it means is that it will become a standard or a stable coin like USDT, USD or INR or any such currency that we have globally. And this is something that interests me, because now I can build up one assumption from my side, that from the ecosystem that comes out, that is the Shibarium, Shi would be a stable coin that will be there. Shiba would be a driving front end marketing based coin, and leash would be the governance. I mean, the bone would be the governance part, and leash would definitely have a big role to play, which we are yet to see, in fact. So it says leash gown Shi over here, which is again a stable coin that we look at. So uh, imagine this, that there is a marketplace that is built up from Shiba Swap for NFTs, where you could purchase NFTs using SHIB. Now that's already a thing that is happening with OpenSea. Now later on in the upcoming months, or say in about a year or so, we come down to a platform similar to what Amazon is, and we use She to purchase goods and services instead of our local currencies of USD, INR, pounds, whatever it is. Now that's an ecosystem which is worth waiting, right? And that's what interests me. If Shibarium is looking into such kind of a marketplace where we already have a stable coin and which is not impacted by any of the market changes. Now she will not be impacted by any of the market changes. So if I'm assuming it right, or if what I think personally is, again guys, quoting that I'm not a financial advisor or I'm not here to give any financial advice, I'm just doing this for educational purposes, and if you're interested in the coin, please do your own research and go ahead and invest in the same. But personally speaking, what I think here is, you can actually swap Shiba or leash or bone to get She coins, and since this She is a stable one which is pegged at 1 cent, the amount of She that you get will definitely depend upon the market price for Shib, bone or leash. Okay, or it can be this way, that since leash governs She specifically, so It might be like leash is something like Ethereum that we used to pay out gas fees or something like that. And probably you swap your ship or bone to Shicoin, use the Shicoin to purchase anything that is there in the Shibarium platform. Now, how cool would that be, right? You wouldn't require any sort of uh, currencies at a local level, and she itself will become a currency to transact, get goods, get services. So Shibarium might be aiming at becoming Amazon of cryptos. So that's the idea that really interests me a lot, which we would definitely have to wait, see what comes out. But I'm really excited on this, guys. And you can also see that Shibarium financial ecosystem is well in advance in plan. And yes, it can be a part of phase 3 because definitely it takes a lot of development to happen. And on the sidelines, think on these grounds that since this will be an ecosystem which is planned for a global level, there are certain regulations that we will have to follow. So it's up to certain states, or I mean certain countries, where regulations might be eased out, like we have Bitcoin adoption in certain places. But there are still other countries which are uh, completely out and out banning cryptos usage or trading, and there are few countries which are thinking of adopting them, but at a stronger regulation in place. So it all sums up to that. As to the time frame that we would take is what I personally feel, but yeah, and this is going to happen. That's definitely something, because cryptocurrencies or digital currencies is the future. The amount of resources that you would definitely spend in terms of minting coins or printing paper currency would be very very high compared to what we have as a digital currency in place. So that's something that I'm really looking forward for and excited. So this is my first video to go with Shib. Thank you so much, and like I mentioned again, please do subscribe, please do hit the like button and support me to bring out more videos in the future. Thank you all.